Hi everyone, this is UKManicLoomer and I'm back again to do another bracelet from the designer Dreamin.Out.Loud. This time I'll be doing a 7-pin bar bracelet called the Enlightenment Bracelet. Let me just show you her Instagram page. There you go. That's her rendition of her own design Enlightenment bracelet and it's very beautiful. If you aren't following her on Instagram, please do. The details will be below, okay? I'll show you a couple of my renditions before we start. See if I can get this one into focus. There you go. Okay, so this is the first one I did. It was in neon pink and purple with simplicity white on it. So it's a silicone based band. You can either wear it this way, which is a flatter edge, or you can wear it on the reverse side, which gives you a nice edging there and a raised ridge in the middle, just like that, if you can just make out there. Okay, and I did an opaque design as well, and I really like this one actually, so I'm going to be recreating this one on the tutorial for you today. As you can see, again, you've got the rigid edge to it that pushes up the colours, and this looks fabulous with a whole rainbow effect on it. And again, you can wear it on that side as well, okay? So I've just shown you, this is 2 bar lengths of your looms, and for me, it just fits perfectly. So if you're a younger, slimmer version, then obviously adjust the length accordingly for yourself, okay? So to start this bracelet, we need to set up our loom first, and we're going to set it in an arrow formation here. So we're going to go from the outsides being equal, then we're going to go half a pin bar down, half a pin bar down again, and then 1 bar, the middle bar, is going to be half a pin down again. Okay, just see if I can lift that up and let you see that a bit better. There you go. So we're going to half pin down, half pin down, half pin down, then up, then up, then up. All right. This is a very low tension band, and I think it's a great band for somebody that's been doing some basic 1 loom band designs to kind of branch out and learn a more wider stitch pattern. Okay. You won't need a lot of braces. I do it by habit, putting loads of braces on the back of mine, but it doesn't bow anywhere. So light bracing if you want. Get the design all set up, and then we'll meet up to do the design. Be right back. Okay, so I'm hoping you've now got your loom design set up like this, and we can get started. So I'm going to do my border in black. So you can either drop your closing off bands like that, or leave it to the end to thread through. I like to leave it at the end. So I'm just going to start on this one and go to the left, go to the left, and again to the left. We're going to repeat this over to the right, right, and right. Going back to the left, we're going to carry it all the way up this loom on the edges until we get to the 4th pin from the end, and then we're going to go from that 4th pin and we're going to go diagonal to the last pin on this middle bar, and we're going to do the same on the opposite side. We're going to get to the 4th pin and we're going to go in. Okay, so we always go from the left inwards and then the right inwards. All right, you might want to pop a little band there just to sort of mark where you need to go to. I'm going to go off camera because this is really, really simple, and I think you all know how to do a border band by now. And I'll meet you back as soon as that's done. Back in a moment. Okay, so now we've finished our borders. The next one we're going to be doing is a zigzags. So on the left side, we'll be going from the 1st pin bar to the 2nd pin bar diagonally inwards, and then the second pin bar to the first pin bar diagonally outwards. And we're going to keep that pattern going all the way until the end. I am going to do my rainbow band version of it, but you can use a solid colour, one colour, or you can use alternating colours, 2 colours, 3 colours, whatever you feel like. It's a design, I feel, that can be really shaken up and have a lovely mixed range of colours to it, okay? So I've got all my colours ready. I'll be doing a yellow, followed by an orange, followed by the pink. There you go, get it back in focus. Followed by the red, followed by the purple, followed by the light blue, or I believe it's called turquoise, and again we're going to do the light green, and these are all opaque bands as well. So I'll just do a couple with you and then I'll go off camera. So like I said before, we're going to do from the first pin bar, first pin, and we're going to go diagonally to the second pin bar, and then we're going to go second pin bar to the first pin bar diagonally out, and then we're going to go diagonally in and diagonally out again. Just unwrap that one, it's gone a bit far down. Then we're going to go diagonally inwards, diagonally outwards, diagonally inwards. Okay, really simple design, and you're just going to follow that all the way up to the end of your loom, like so. Then we're going to do the opposite side exactly the same. So we're going to go from the 7th pin bar to the 6th pin bar. This time we're going to go inwards with zigzag, then we're going to go outwards, inwards, outwards, inwards, outwards diagonally, inwards diagonally, and repeat all the way up to the end. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to finish my zigzags and then we'll move on. Okay, so the zigzags are now put in place all the way to the end, and it is looking really colourful and I love it already. The next, we're just going to do a very simple straight line on the 2nd bar and the 6th bar going all the way to the end. So I'm just going to start you off very, very quickly, jump off camera, and then we'll move on from there. So from the 2nd bar, we're just going to do a straight line. I'm keeping these one colour, as I feel it breaks up a little bit. You can just see it here. Let me just focus that a bit more. Doesn't want to focus. There you go. Ah, we're in focus. Okay, so that would have been my zigzag there, and then this would be my white line, and it just breaks up the colours so it doesn't look overwhelming. So that's what I'm going to do on my rendition again. So we've gone up from the 2nd bar, go up, and on the 6th bar we go up also until we get right to the end. Alright, I'll be back in a mo. Okie dokie, so now we've put our straight line on our 2nd pin bar to our 6th and our 6th pin bar. We are now going to jump directly into the centre, and we're going to be doing an arrow pattern down the centres. I'll just bring up my rainbow band. As you can see, what I've done is I put a black in the centre line there, and I've used the same colour on either side but alternating each one up into the rainbow pattern. So that's exactly what I'll be doing on this one as well. So what we need to do is we need to go from the centre bar, first pin, and we're going to go up one, and then we're going to go from centre bar, 2nd pin at the top of that black band. We're going to go diagonally downwards, and then we're going to go to the left and diagonally downwards to the right. Then we're going to put a black band on the tip of that arrow on top of the colours, and we're going to go forward. Then we're going to get our next colour if you're changing, and we're going to go from the third pin on the centre bar diagonally down to the left, and from that centre bar again we're going to go diagonally down to the right, like so. And then we're going to pop another coloured band that's going to go in the middle, straight up again, and then we're going to put the colours on. So again we're going to go from that centre bar down left diagonally, and centre bar diagonally down right, like so. I'll do one more and then I'll let you get on with it. We're going to go up with our black. We are going to go, my next one's going to be red, so I'm going to go centre bar diagonally down to the left, and we're going to go centre bar diagonally down to the right, like so. And the next one will be a black. Okay, so I hope you get that sequence. We're going to carry on all the way up to the end, and I'll be right back. See you in a mo. Right, so that is all my arrows put onto my loom. As you can see, it's very colourful and cheerful. At the end you would have got to the tip of an arrow and you'd have a little space. Just pop another centre band and close that up. Okay, so again, very quick explanation, I'll leave you to it. We are now going to get whites out again, or whichever colour you want, and we're going to do a straight line on our third pin bar and our fifth pin bar all the way up to the top. So on top of these colour ends, I'm just going to go all the way up the top like so. So if you go ahead and finish that off, I'll see you in a mo. Okie dokie, so now we've done our single rows on our third pin bar and our fifth pin bar. We have a gap between the second and third and fifth to sixth that we need to close up. On the band I've done previously, get this back into focus. No, it's not going to go. Ah, there you go. Right, so I've done a dark navy blue, I believe they are, and I think it just breaks up the colourful bands enough without subtracting away from them. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to do again. So focus back the loom, there you go. So we're going to start on our third pin bar, second pin up. We're going to go diagonally upwards to the second bar, and then we're going to go next bar up, diagonally upwards, and diagonally upwards to the left. And you're going to carry that all the way to the end. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the right hand side. We're going to go from the fifth bar, second pin, and we're going to go diagonally upwards. And again, the next pin we're going to go diagonally upwards again. And the next pin we're going to go diagonally upwards. And we're going to just follow that all the way to the end as well. Once you've done that, come back and we will start looming. Alright, be back in a mo. Okie dokie, so now we've done our diagonal joining bands all the way to the top. It is time to turn our looms around and put that cap band on to get started to loom. So the one we're going to be doing it on is the first peg of the centre bar. So I'll just do that. It's going to do a triple band. Oh, there you go, right on the centre pin, first one. And then we're just going to get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in behind that cap band. You'll find that your first band on top there is the one that goes forward, which was your arrows, but now they look like capital Y's. So we're going to go forward one, like so. We're then going to go into that band. So I really want to zoom this in. hoping you can see this. Okay, so we're going to go in to that pin and we're going to go and bring it back on itself. We're going to go back into that one and get the colour band and bring it back to itself out there, like so. If I just hold it up like that, it might be a bit easier. Then we're going to go into that one, grab the black, go forward, go into the bar, grab the colours, top band first, back to itself, next band should be a colour as well, back to itself, and then the black band, go forward, back to itself like so. Do it one more time before I go off camera. So we're going to go into the next band, which is my yellow. We're going to bring it back to itself, then the next top band, which again is the yellow, and we're going to bring it back to itself like so, and then we're going to bring that black forward. So I'm going to leave you to repeat that pattern all the way to the end, and then I'll come back. See you in a mo. Okay, so I'm back and I have done that all the way up my loom. The next step we're going to do is with these dark navy blue bands. Get that in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in that pink band, which is on the third bar, second pin. We're going to lift up that navy blue. Oh, make sure you keep that coloured band on, and bring it diagonally upwards, not back on itself, okay? We're going to go into the next pin up. We're going to take that off and bring it diagonally upwards again. So just bring that into focus. I think that's all right. So we're going to go into that yellow, grab the blue, bring it diagonally upwards. Okay, one more time. We're going to go into that green, get the blue, and we're going to bring it diagonally upwards. So it's connected there, around and up, okay? We'll do it on the opposite side for you before we go off camera. We're going to go into that pink, grab that blue, bring it diagonally upwards to the right, into that orange, grab the blue, diagonally upwards to the right, and the yellow, grab the blue, diagonally upwards to the right. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to do that all the way up to your looms, and I'll be back in a mo. Okay, I'm back and we're going to go on to the next step. So we're going to go into our border. So we're going to go behind that cap band on the centre peg. We're going to grab that top band, which is the one that's going to the left, and put it back on itself. Then we're going to go back into the cap band. We're going to grab the one that goes to the right, and we're going to stop there, just one. Okay, going back to the left side, what we're going to do is we're going to go and grab that white band or your straight line. We're going to bring it up forward, one, and that's it. Then I'm going to tilt this camera so you can see it better. You'll see where my hook is, there is some colour bands there. Alright, you want to grab that band and you want to bring it over like so and drop it. Then we're going to do the next band, which is going to be that white's going to go forward like that. Try and keep it in focus as much as possible. And then we're going to grab that orange band at the bottom. My thumb's in the way there. Like so. And we're going to go over and drop. And then we're going to go into that band, bring it forward one. Get the bottom yellow from the outside, bring it over and drop. Okay, So we're going to do that all the way up and do the other side as well. So we're going to grab white forward like so. Then we're going to go and grab the bottom pink bar from the outside, not the inside, like so. We're going to loop it over the top like that. Then we're going to grab white band, go forward, grab the orange band at the bottom like so, bring it over on itself. One more. We're going to go up one, then we're going to go underneath from the outside, grab it and bring it over. So repeat that all the way up to the end, and when you're finished we'll go on to the next stage. See you in a mo. Okay, so now we've looped that all the way to the end, we're going to move on to the next step, which is really simple. I'm just going to go back into that border, grab that next black band and bring it back on itself. Then we're going to go back into the border again on the opposite side, grab that band and bring it back on itself like that. So only by one. Then we're going to go into those bands and we're going to grab our line that goes all the way up, and we are literally just going to sew that line. So go into the bands, grab my white and forward on that all the way to the end, and again on the 6th pin we're going to grab just the whites, move it forwards, and again all the way to the end. So I will jump off camera and let you go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you in a minute. Getting really close to the end now. I've done my single lines all the way to the end, and I'm going to go back into the border at the beginning, and I'm going to now go in to all the colours and grab that last black band and bring it back on itself. And again we're going to go onto the opposite side, we're going to go into those bands, grab the last black band and bring it back to itself. Then we're going to go into the second bar, second pin. We're going to go into those bands and we're going to grab our first zigzag and we're going to bring it back on ourselves like that. Go back in, grab that next zigzag and bring it back on itself. So you're kind of making the teardrop shape. Then we'll go up to the third pin, second bar. We'll grab the next colour, which is mine is green, bring it back on itself, go back into that one and grab the blue. So we're going to do that again on the next one up. We're going to go in, I'll grab my purple, which is the one on top, go back in, grab the red, which is the next one. And we're going to do that all the way down this side, and then we're going to go and do it on this side as well. So we're going to go into the 6th bar, second pin. We're going to grab what's my orange, and you're going to bring it back on itself downwards, then go back and get the next colour. Oh, that's gone out of focus. That's better. Bring it back on itself, go up to the 3rd pin, get the next bar. Mine's are just twisted here. If your bands are twisted, just bring it in and loop it around, give it a good stir, and then they will sit properly then. So my green's now at the top, bring it back to itself, grab the next one, which is blue for me, and bring it back to itself. So again, we're doing the teardrop shape, and we're going to do that all the way up to the loom, and when you're done, we'll do the final part. Be right back. We are finally at the last part of our bracelet, and we're just going to go into the border here. So on the first bar, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4th peg, or at least the first band, we're going to go down and grab that bottom border band and bring it forward like so. We're not going to do anything else with this band, we're going to leave it as it is. We are then going to go and grab, I'm going to zoom in here. about as good as I can get. Right. Just trying to get as focused as possible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab the two bottom bands, and they should, in my case, there'll be two different colours. There's a yellow and a green. You can't really see them there. Anyway, we're going to grab the two bottom colours and we are going to bring them out and then over and then drop like so. So if I bring this up a little bit and focus it more, that's it. So then we're going to go into this band, bring it forward and put it on itself. And we're going to go to the side. Again, I've got two colours. I've got a blue and a purple. Bring it over and drop it on itself like that. It might be slightly twisted, but when it comes off, they will go in the right order. Again, we're going to go forward, back on itself, to the side. Just those colour bands, leave that black one at the bottom. Bring it over like so and drop. I'll do one more on this side. So we're going to take that black band, bring it forward, get those two bottom coloured bands, which again is the yellow and orange for me. Bring it over like that and drop. Okay. And I'll show you on the opposite side as well. Just trying to bring the loom up so it's better focused. Again, we're going to not bring this one over. What we're going to do is we're just going to grab the bottom band, bring it forwards, and then this peg, we're going to go in, grab the two bottoms, which is a yellow and a green for my case, bring it over into the middle and drop. Then we're going to go back in, grab that black band, bring it forwards, go to the side, grab the two bottom coloured bands like so and bring it over. Then we're going to go back in, bring it forwards, go to the side, grab those two bottom bands and bring it over. So if you repeat that pattern all the way to the end, and then once we get to the end, you just want to bring the black bands over until they get to the top on both sides, and then we will tie it off together. Be right back. Right, I'm back, and I just thought I'd quickly jump in before I close it off. This ending part, the last band you've got here, you will notice that there's only one colour. So obviously don't take both colours over. You just take, you can either leave it as it is, or I've taken the bottom one and just brought the bottom one over, and it looks fine like that. Then you grab the black, you bring it in, get the next black, bring it in, and the next black, bring it in. And the same on this side, you've only got that one colour. Either leave it as it is and just move forward with the black band, or just take the bottom band and bring it over like that. And then grab your blacks and go all the way up to the end. I think I need new pin bars. These are starting to get a little loose for me. Okay, and finish it at the tip there. Now obviously if you've put your bands down first, then you can just pull your bands through. But what I'm going to do is bring it in, down to the bottom. I'm going to use two bands for security. I'm going to, sorry about that, that's my dog barking. Right, I'm going to bring them through like that. I'm going to put my hook through. And just like that, I'm just going to grab a C-clip because I've left one in the other room, and then what I'll do is I'll take off the bands. I would recommend that you take them off from the sides first, maybe one line only, and then start bringing them up from the other end here and just hooking them off slowly like so until you get to the end. If you pull them off, you can on this design. I would do it very, very slowly because although there's not a lot of tension on this design, I would absolutely hate for you to suddenly snap a band and have to tie it with some dental floss or redo the whole band. So you want to take them off like that. And again, at the bottom here, I'm just going to take it off with my fingers really quickly. At the sides, and then I'd go in here and start pulling them off. It's a little bit easier if you use your hook, but I'm using my hook to secure the other end at the moment. So I'm going to go off camera, take this lot off, just play around with the band so they sit a little bit better, and I will be right back. See you in a mo. Right, so I've pulled my bands now off the loom and I've secured it with a C-clip at the end. So this is what it looks like. Obviously it looks exactly like the other one. And I was actually quite surprised because when I took this one off the loom, I didn't have to untwist any bands. I just needed to give it a little stretch out, roll it with my thumb like so. And yeah, it's laying properly. And again, you got the rigid side there. That's just gone out of focus. And then you've got the smooth side there. Right, well, I'm really pleased with this design, and again, I loved doing this tutorial for Dreaming Out Loud. I would really love to see your renditions of this bracelet called the Enlightenment Bracelet. So please do hashtag me at UKManicLoomer, and Dreaming Out Loud would also love to see her designs brought to life by many different people. So if you could possibly hashtag her as well, it's hashtag Dreaming.Out.Loud. The details will be at the bottom if you're unsure how to do it. And we look forward to seeing your renditions very soon. Bye now.